How goes it, everybody? I'm Cujo, and welcome back to Sloppy Dog Gaming. Back for another Seaopolis 2 episode. Probably our last Seaopolis 2 episode. Because we're kind of getting down to the nitty-gritty end bits of this. I'm trying to hope that we can kind of get through the rest of this and finish this off today. We'll see how fast everything goes. It's all like mechanism-y type stuff, so we will see how it goes. To start out, though, we have a pressurizer. We need to get a pressurized. Do we have that one? No, we have a chemical oxidizer for some reason. I don't remember why we made that already. But all this stuff I made recipes before. So we can craft up a pressurized reaction chamber. So I'm going to try to keep everything in this area. I don't think we're going to go like super huge on our production because I don't know how much we need exactly. I know we need a lot to get up to this because we have to work through all of these sections to do. And these are all just induction smelter recipes. Antimatter pellets we get from antimatter, which is through the SPS casing, which maybe is a multi-block, I'm guessing. And we need polonium in there for that. So we'll get into that stuff in a minute. Oh, friggin', I hate all this mechanism-y type stuff. Like the high-end mechanism stuff. I can never seem to make it clean. But I want to ask you something real quick. If you have come back to this video at this point in the series and you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. It helps so much. We're trying. I want to try to do a big push. Big push to get to my next milestone, which is 1,000. We're at like 508 right now. So if you're new here, please help out and subscribe. And I appreciate you for clicking on the video. All right, let's get into this. Now our pressurized reaction chamber is probably done, right? Yep, here we go. So right now we're making the HDPE sheets, right? So we need to get substrate, which is water and hydrogen in the pressurized reaction chamber, which is electrolytic separator we need to get up going also. So let's grab one of those. Of course, that's the one we did not make a recipe for. I forgot, apparently. We already have all the base recipes for it, so we just have to click it in here, and then we can just like boom, boom, craft up my deal. So we got our electrolytic separator. We're gonna need a sink, right? There we go. Sink, let's craft up. Let's do like 10 of these, because why not? We're also going to make some entangle blocks. Entangle blocks. Let's make like 20 of these guys to start. That was quick. I didn't have to make a cut there. Usually I make cuts when the things go. So we're going to hop back down. Let's just throw our sink. This will be our sink for everything, right? We probably only really needed one because we can use an entangle block. We'll just throw it in this corner, right? And let's grab our electrolytic separator first because that's what we need. Electrolytic separator. I'm going to keep it like kind of out so we can have access to all the sides. We can break underneath if we need to. Oh, we need a configurator. There we go. So let's do energy on the back side, right? Input energy on the back. So let's grab a point. Get it on our network, and then we need to put water in, and it will. Let's do fluids. Can you not configure? Okay, you can't configure the top, huh? Where do the fluids need to go into this? Top. Let's do items config. Oh, I put a chemical oxidizer down. I'm friggin' dumb. I grabbed the wrong block. I'm like, why? This doesn't look like it's working correctly. So let's put that down there. Are we getting power? Yes, we are powered. But just to be sure, let's make sure our sides configured back is input. They're all sides are input, so we're good. Let's do some. So we'll output blue that side, and it's that. And then the front is an input. Let's do top and input. Actually, we want top input for fluids, which it is. It's good. So what we can do is we can take our entangled block. We can place it on top of here. And do we need to... Let's grab our sink. I forget how to do this. Is it shift right click on this first? Okay, block selected. If we click this. No, we need to block select this and then bind it to this block. There we go. So is this now getting water? Or are we going to have to pipe this? We might have to pipe it. So let's grab some mechanical pipe. All right, so let's throw a pipe on top, and we'll put our entangled block on top of that. And now if we input, there we go. So that's running. So we're going to need some, these are it separates it into gases, so we need some pressurized tubes. Let's grab a stack of those, and we'll grab some ultimate tanks. All right, now we got some ultimate chemical tanks. We can place them on the bottom. And so we will have, those are filling up, so the input's good on them. They're taking the stuff. So what did we need that for? Let's get back into what we were doing here. HDPE sheets. I clicked on it, I swear. So we need hydrogen in a pressurized reaction chamber with water. So let's grab a pressurized reaction chamber, which we already have in our pocket. I hate that I hit tab instead of a escape. Somehow I do that. Pressurized reaction chamber. There we go. Let's slide down a bit. Give ourselves some space here. We need some universal cable, so we can power this and get that powered. Then how is this wanted to be set up? Input, input, output. Input, top, input, and then output on that side. So we need to input one of the deals up here. Mechanical pipe is not going to be what we need for it, because we need water and hydrogen, right? So let's grab... fluid. Yeah, mechanical pipe is the fluid one, right? So if we do that and we put an entangled block on the top of there, we can grab that. It's already linked up, and we can just link it to here. There we go. So we should be getting our water in here. Now we just need our hydrogen. We need fluids, input. Why is it not taking it? Oh, because we have not told it to input from there. There we go. Water's good. And then we need some pressurized tubes. We will place on top. We'll then place another one of these deals. And we need the hydrogen guy. So hydrogen, that's oxygen. Let's take hydrogen, link that up, and we can input thusly. That's output. We need input. That should start going. So we need to control this guy and put the bottom for gases as an input output. That should start drawing in. Yes, it is. Now we need to bring in substrate. So in order to create substrate, we need to do another machine. So we need or biofuel. We can put biofuel in to make substrate. That's what I want to do. And so I upped our carrot production. So we're going to make a crusher. An ultimate crushing factory, preferably. Right here, we'll make one ultimate crushing. We need 2 lava buckets, huh? Is there... we can probably make that with a fire essence. Right here, we can make a recipe for that. And that should allow that to be made now. Ultimate crushing factory, it should find those because we can make lava buckets with our fire essence that we have stocked up. All right, we got our ultimate crushing factory. And I think what we want to do with this, I'm going to place this here underneath, right? We can then run a power cable, universal cable, right? That's the power one. Down to it, should be getting power. And then we need an exporter. Some stack and speed upgrades. Oh, we need some of these too for our other machines. There, we got our exporter. Let's hop down our hole. And we can connect up to there. We just need cable now. All right, now we have our exporter done. We can take this and grab carrots. And we can speed and stack upgrade this. And then we can hop back up through. We got to go up to get in here. Okay, so this should be now. It's now producing and it's backed up. All we have to do here is go to the top. We want to output. In here, we can hit items, and the bottom, we want input. So it should squirt right up into there. Should. Items config, top output. Auto eject. There we go. Okay, we just had to hit the auto eject button. It's going to fill up ethylene along with substrate. We're going to need ethylene in another process. So what we're going to do is we are going to get a pressurized tube, I believe. Yes, gas ethylene. We'll get another tank, ultimate chemical tank. I really wish these would stack. And then we need an output for the substrate, actually. So what is the process for the substrate? Where do we bring it? So we need to pump that into a chemical reaction chamber with water and liquid ethylene in order to make the HDPE pellets. Or we could recycle it through the ethylene and make even more substrate. I don't think we're going to need that. I don't think we're going to need it to be that fast. So maybe we'll just import this. Let's do items. Front is going to be an output for items. So once we connect that, it will try to put it. We need to put this into our drawer system so we're not filling everything up. So let's find a suitable drawer for this. We still have a bunch left over here. And we're going to want to upgrade this too. Since we're going to be using it, I don't think we're going to back up and overflow on it. So this is running now. This should not be on here. There we go. Because we don't want our hydrogen going into this. We want our ethylene gas going into that. There we go. Now that's making it extremely fast. And we can get another thing to make the HDPE pellets. Collect our deal, which is another pressurized reaction chamber. There we go. We got another pressurized reaction chamber. We probably don't need that anymore. Probably don't need a lot of this stuff in our pocket anymore. All right, so if we give ourselves enough space again, so it'd be pipe here, so we could put it here, grab the mechanical pipe. Nope, not that. Universal, that's the one we need, not mechanical. There we go. So if we pop into our recipe, so we need oxygen, liquid ethylene. So we need to take our ethylene and turn it into liquid ethylene. Liquid ethylene is just a concentrator from ethylene to liquid ethylene. So what we really could do is let's get a rotary condensator. We can probably do this without having to entangle block this, because we can grab here. So that will take ethylene while it needs it. Excess will go in here. So that is already filling. So that was already set up to go there. And we're looking good on that. So now we need, what was it else in here? And we need oxygen, right? So we have an oxygen tank right here. So oxygen is going to be gas. So we need pressurized tube out the top to an entangled block right there. From the entangled block, we need our entangle binder deal. And let's grab our oxygen. We also need to set this to output input on bottom. And we can then pump that straight. No, we shift right clicked. We can just click on here and then there we go. And we can configure it to output. That'll fill up. That is now making our... All we have to do is import the substrate, right? And we'll probably do that from underneath. Keep it a little cleaner. So let's grab another exporter. All right, I'm changing our pressurized tubes up a little bit here. I don't want that there. Get rid of that. And I need this pipe to not connect there. But if I break it and set it back down, it's going to connect. Maybe if I can stop that. I just grab some substrate so that goes through. We'll just hand place some in here for a second, just so it gets using this oxygen and can get all this oxygen out of these pipes. We can also just do this, I guess. Just put this on none for right now. Break these pipes so all that goes into the air. And then we can replace the pipe. Now they're disconnected. We can put this to suck. Put this to opposite of that. Input, output. Then we're getting the oxygen. Because I wanted to go through this first to act as a buffer. We can configure this side too. We are on gases configure. We need to put that to output on the side. So the ethylene's going in. Is it making it into here? Oh, can we void this somehow? Or do we need to break it? There we go. We got a nice, clean, fresh one. And that's running. Because I want this to act as a buffer for it so we can... Oh, that's empty now. So now that this is full, and this is full, and this is full, this will start back stuffing once the pipe is full, too. The pipe holds a lot, so it's going to take a little bit to back stuff our ethylene. I don't know if we need it in anything else. This may be the only thing, but I want to have that option to do if we can. So let's hop down here with our importer. Exporter is what we wanted, actually. Get our exporter. Stack. Speed. And that's going to import HDPE pellets, which we need to go save a spot for. Upgrade our deal. So it's never going to fill up while we have this pack. Now that that's in there, we can now connect that into our system with some cable. We put the wrong filter on. We want this substrate. We want to export substrate into there to make the HDPE sheets. Pellets, I mean. And then we can import from here. With stack and speed upgrades. There we go. So now we should have a bunch of HDPE pellets. We only have 64. Where are these? Oh, because we need to front. This is items config. We want front output. There we go. Now it should be cycling through, making them super quick. It's going up fast, and we can craft. Let's do like 10. 10 HDPE sheets, and we have HDPE sheets. I don't think we're going to use those for anything else. We get B-Bucks for it, of course. So we can make HDPE. This is our HDPE sheet setup here. Not too shabby. I like it. We're still not... This is filling, so this should start to back up, I think, as this goes up. No, we're kind of making exactly... Yeah, we're going up very, very slowly. But if we don't, we can always shut this down, right? We can go like this, because we don't... How many HDP... What are HDPE sheets used for, even? To make black plastic blocks, some plastic blocks we need them for, and a bunch of stuff that we're probably not making a mech suit. Not really any point in that. Yeah, so I don't see anything on here that we need these for. So what we can do is we can hit redstone on this guy and shut it down. This will back stuff everything all the way through to the tank in case we need ethylene for anything else. So now we need to get into the antimatter stuff, right? With the isotropic centrifugal deal to make polonium pellets. Polonium pellets, we need polonium, which is an isotropic centrifuge with nuclear waste in it. Nuclear waste is a chemical oxidizer with creative waste. So we're going to do this. We're going to make a chemical oxidizer. Do we have one in our pocket? Yes, we do. Chemical oxidizer. We're going to throw it down right over... I don't want it that far forward. I just want room to get behind a power. All right, so if we take a plug or a point over here, I said point, throw a point on, power it on our network, we should be good here. We need to export, import, export. We need to do export some creative waste into this guy. So we're going to want solids on this item config input, that side. That's good. This is going to be creative waste. And we should have a bunch. Let's speed and stack it. Let's grab some mechanism upgrades. Yeah, we have 5.3 thousand creative waste. That should get us what we need, I'm hoping. All right, so we're going to put input there, and then it's going to pressurize tube out to a tank. Place our tank on input output because we're going to need it for other things. And then this should be set up once we plug into the ME system, which we need some cable, not ME, RF, which can be done simply by plugging in over here. There we go. So that's going to be creating our toxic waste, nuclear waste. Where is it going to? Why is it? Oh, it can't go into that. Do we need... Oh, I think I know why. Is nuclear waste irradiated? Yes, it does have a radiation level. So we need to pipe this directly through these pipes. If we break these, those little green dots, I think that means it's irradiated. So let's get our other systems set up before we get that going. So we're going to need these two systems, right? Isotropic centrifuge. Let's craft one of these guys. We also need a solar neutronium collector, right? Neutronium activator. There's our isotropic centrifuge. And we'll grab our solar neutronium activator. And we have that. So what I want to do with these I'm going to come out this way. So let's do... We'll do like one here. Right? This somehow has power. Probably because it was in my pocket, I guess. And I'm going to skip 2 spaces. And we'll go to the next one. So they should both be activated, right? They are making polonium and plutonium. Why is this one not going? Oh, because it's solar. It needs the sun. That's unfortunate. Will one of these act as the sun above this? It's worth a shot, right? No. So this is going to have to go into... Which is unfortunate because it's irradiated. We did not think about that. Oh, geez. Sun. Is there a fake sun? Solar... This only works with the sun. So what I'm going to have to do here is we're going to have to take this upstairs. And we're going to dig out here. We're going to make a waste barrel. And that machine is just going to sit there and it's not going to do anything. It's just going to be there in our base forever now. There we go. We got a waste barrel, radioactive waste. If we place that down here, you can only pump in and out of the top of these. But I think we should be able to entangle them still. So we need another solar deal. I probably should have thought of that before. That was kind of dumb. Yeah, because if we break this, we're going to get radiation. But I think in the store, let's look in the store real quick. We can clear radiation if we have an accident. So it's not terrible if we break it. So I think the pipe is the only thing filling up now. So is our solar deal done? Yes. So let's hop up top real quick. Let's just place this guy here in the sun. Looks amazing. It's got sun. Let's put an entangle block. Which we need to go from... Let's do it over here. Because we do need to go from the top of it. There'll be a pressurized tube into there. So we'll hop downstairs. Link that block. We can grab this block. I've never done the nuclear waste stuff with entangle block. So hopefully it works. So we can link it up to here. And then get our configurator, set this to pull. All right, then we're going. There we're going good. We are going good. So we should then be able to import the output of this into our system, right? Oh, it's a fluid. It's a radioactive fluid. So let's put this into a tank. So it's pressurized tube out the front. That's empty. So if we do configure gases, front is an output, but we maybe need to auto eject. Or it's because it's nighttime. This will only run in daytime. So is this working now? It looks like it's got a little beam. And this is filling also. So we need a radioactive waste barrel for here. All right, so our barrel's done here. And like I said, you can only pipe into the top of these. So if we place this down, it's not going to connect. So we're going to have to like gooseneck this up and around. So that should drain all of the radioactive fluid into here. And our polonium will then be, while we're up here, let's just grab this block, right? Let's get this queued up to be placed. Let's head back down lower to the other machines and set up the outputs here. All right, so let's work on this line first, right? It's only... Oh, it's because we haven't given it power. Let's grab a point here. Got one right here. Give her power. Holy, that is loud. Let's get this sorted out here. There we go. It's a little quieter now. So it's making the plutonium. 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 Oh, I can read. So, what do we need to do? First of all, we need to go back into our quest line and collect that. We need plutonium pellets, which are going to be... Does it have to... Okay, it can just be regular water. Plutonium going in with fluorite dust into a pressurized reaction chamber. So that means we're going to have to craft another pressurized reaction chamber. We'll place it down. We can probably... I don't know which side's the front of this. I would guess this would be the front. So if we... Gases, if we output the front, that should be good. We should be able to slap our pressurized reaction chamber straight down. There's our pressurized reaction chamber. Let's get rid of that guy. We don't need that. All right, so if we place this down here, is that going to... Yes, that's going to start importing there. We can... Let's grab mechanical pipe, right? This is the liquids one, millibuckets. Place that on top of there. Grab a entangle block. Place it on top. And then I know we have our waste barrel up there, but we're going to have to clear that out to get this going. Link that there. Suckerate the... Nope. There we go. Water's going in. We just need to input some fluorite dust. So we're going to need export with a crafting card, I believe. I don't think... We're going to have to make a bunch of this, actually. We might have to set up a deal to specifically make fluorite dust. So what I might do here is I might place another exporter on the back here and put fluorite into that. And then we need a drawer for this also. Okay. Well, that should be fine. So fluorite dust will automatically being created. And we'll go into there. I kind of don't... I might take a couple of these speed upgrades out. Because I don't want it creating too fast. And we definitely need a speed upgrade on the export. Because that's going slow. Okay, so now that that's going, we're not creating too fast. We can... How do we only have 2 more of these? I thought we had like a stack. Yeah, we do. There we go. We found it. We should be able to just connect into here. Fly back up out our hole and replace our block. So that's going to be the fluorite dust coming in. It just needs power, which we have one. That's pressurized tube. mechanical FE right here. Ultimate universal cable. Got the power coming in. That's going to be creating the polonium pellets. So we're actually going to need an importer too. On the front, we will do items, front, output. Let's grab the polonium pellets first. This is going to shut down because we need pressurized tube and we need another tank. Actually, we need a barrel. We may need a couple of these, actually, because I don't know what... Oh, it went into the pipe. I don't know the best way to or if we need to process that even. There we go. We got our polonium pellets in a spot. We'll start with one here. We're going to need some pressurized tubes, though, because we are out. Oh, no, we're not. We just don't have all the ones that we made in our pocket. There we go. Pressurized tubes. We will start with this. Pull it into here. Nuclear waste will be spent there. Get our machines all sped up here because we have not done that yet. I'm waiting for more to be made on this one. But now it's keeping up better. We just need to connect our import. And we should be good. Polonium pellets done. So now we need to work the polonium pellets. Polonium. So we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to start with our entangle block, though. We'll run upstairs. Grab our entangler Kepler deal, entangler fork. Grab this guy. And we'll link that up to here. So we're only going to be able to pull out of the top of this. So we're going to have to come out here. We'll go to a pressurized reaction chamber again. And it's going to need water and this stuff, the polonium. Is it this that's not constantly running? Or this? Oh, because there's no space. Because this is going slow. Still hasn't crafted our upgrades yet, though. So we got a lot of crafts going right now. We'll wait for all those to clear up and we'll be right back. All right, so we have our next, what's it called? Pressurized reaction chamber. I'm going to place it on this side because I want to use the power from over here. And our pipes got switched around in our inventory. So that should be giving us power here, right? And then if we switch, we need the top. We need two. Ooh. Might need to move this over one more. Because we need all the sides. All of the sides. So then we can pipe in from this to this side and make this an input for gases, actually. We want gases input. There. So we should be getting, once we set this to pull. There we go. That's coming in. We got power. We got that. The polonium. Is this close to being full? I don't think so. I don't know how much it holds. I don't think it's close to being full, though. We'll have to look at it, though. So we got that coming in, and then we need to... We're going to output the front like we did on this. We need top to be water. So let's do mechanical pipe, right, is buckets. Place an entangle block here. Grab our entangle grabber deal. With our sink. We got lots of sinks going on here, and then we should be able to set this to pull. Too much things in our hands. That'll get us our water. Let's speed this guy up. We need to speed up that one too. Oh no, we need to speed the upstairs one up. Did we do that? I don't think we did. All right, so that is, and then we need to bring the fluorite in also again, right? So we're gonna need an exporter and an importer. While we're waiting for our importer to be made, we can grab our exporter and set that up with fluorite dust. We'll just do a stack upgrade on it. We don't have it. Our speeds are still making, I think. Maybe they're done. Oh, yeah, we got a stack of them now. That one's keeping up on all parts. So grab our importer. Connect both of these up to the lines. All right, and we are now making polonium. Oh, spent nuclear waste we need to output. So pressurized tube, just like that guy. Oh, this side, we need to set that side for gases to output on the left. So that'll get that cooking. We have more barrels in our pocket. We can place down and snake our pipe to it. We do it correctly. Oh, okay. That's gonna have to... You know what? We didn't... There was nothing in it when we broke it because it was all going in the pipe. So we got away with one there. That looks like it's full, doesn't it? It's not going up, but nothing's building up inside of here. So we'll just leave it, I guess. Right? The pipe is just filling up now, I think. This pipe can hold a lot. It can hold 1 million. So it's halfway to being full, but we should probably just like throw another guy down here. Each pipe piece can hold 1 million. So there's 3 pipe pieces there. So that's 3 million it can hold total. But we'll put these with 2 on each, just to give us some space to work. And we need to set this output to the front. And now it's going. We need to put another deal in our drawers. So there, we have our polonium and palladium, whatever they are, the 2p radioactive deals. And before we do that, let's look at this, because let's do spent nuclear waste. What can we do with this? There's absolutely nothing. There's nothing we can do. It's just gross. It just has to be stored in barrels until we're done with the pack. So this is our life here. So let's move on to the next part of this, which is the SPS casing. Casing for the SPS structured glass can be used as well. I don't know what the SPS is, but let's go make some recipes for this. Supercharged coil. Coils can be placed inside and attached to ports to provide power. SPS ports insert gas, remove gas, and provide power into coils inside. It doesn't really tell us what this SPS thing is. I'm going to have to do some research real quick, and I'll be right back. All right, so I figured out how this thing works. This is a big multi-block deal, and actually, if you look into here, it actually shows you what it is. So we put in these coils. So we need like 6 of these coils, right? 6 of these guys, but we need 8 of the ports. So let's get those making. We're probably going to need like a stack of these. I don't know if we have enough stuff saved up. Once we get all these blocks, I don't think... Because it takes both of these. So if we look at uses for these, it's really just these blocks that we need them for. So once we have enough, we can shut those down and we can divert our toxic or friggin' nuclear waste stuff that we're using to create those. We can make them for making the antimatter, because the antimatter we need to put in polonium. Polonium we can just use all of our nuclear waste to make this, and we can stop making the pellets. So we can get a bunch of the deals, the solar guys. So I set up a spot up here that we can use, and I ran an RF cable up to here. So we have access to our RF system up here. Once we get all of our blocks created, we should be good. We've made our 8 ports. Let's try for a stack of these. No, we're missing HDPE pellets. We need a lot of those. Are we still creating HDPE? We're stuck at 20. Did we already shut that down? Where was our HDPE setup? I think we did shut it down, right? So let's create some more HDPE. We can keep that running. And we can actually maybe even time in a bottle this guy. So I'm going to wait for this to build up, and we'll be right back. All right, so I watched a video on how this thing works, and we made a space up here. I brought up some RF cables, so we have that. Basically, we take the polonium made from this guy, right? This stuff right here, the polonium. Oh, I did not mean to do that. That was a misclick. We use this, and which creates polonium, which gets put into there from this nuclear waste, which comes from our creative waste. So we're staying stocked up. We're staying good with this. It doesn't look like it's... Is it nighttime? No, it's daytime. I never know anymore with our night vision. So we may move some of those and put them up top here with our stuff just to have direct access to it. And we don't have to... Or maybe we'll just entangle porter this one. If that keeps up, that will work too. So basically, we had to start up our HDPE pellet deal again because we need them for crafting. Oh, we need HDPE sheets to craft those. And we already made the 8 ports we need. We need an input and output, and we need 6 for the energy coil deals. These guys, supercharged coils. So if we can make 6 of these, so if we make 6 of these coils, we should be good there. All right, so there we got our 6 supercharged coils, which is another quest apparently. And I want to make about a stack of these guys. So if we go SPS, we already have the crafting stuff done. Let's just start with a stack of this. It's going to take a little bit because we got to make the SDPE sheets. So we're going to let this run and get a stack built up. And then we're going to need... There's a discrepancy from what I learned about this. Oh, we got one. Okay, we have an extra now. We get... I have those. Oh, but I need to get these guys. So if I pull those into our inventory, then we'll get all the quests. So this, if you look at the SDP, it says structured glass can be used as well. So I don't know for sure if it's structured glass or reactor glass. The video I watched said reactor glass. This says structured glass. Structured glass is cheaper. So we're going to start with structured glass, and we're going to make our thing. We just need the rest of our SDPE stuff. SPS. That's what it's called. Okay, we have our 64. Let's go up, and we'll start. Do we still have points? We have a point. We're going to need some more points. So we might as well get those crafting. We need 6 of these guys. We'll grab them as we need them, as they're being created. All right, so let's pick a spot up here. I kind of want to do it like right on the corner, so it's kind of like visible, right? So if we come back from the corner, let's do like 1, 2, 3. Let's do it like right here. So if we bust this block out, and we put a deal down on our sloppy dog network, we can then take a port. Let's grab all of our stuff. We'll put a port on here. And then around the port, we'll use this glass. I believe this is the shape we're looking for right here. It's like a big plus sign. It's kind of hard to see from here. And then we can cap the ends with the casing. And we may need to replace all this glass, like we said earlier. And on top of each of these, we're going to make another fat plus. And put a port in. So as we close this in, it should multi-block, but let's take our deals here. Our coils. Those will each go on one of these. Oh, we forgot some. So each of these will get a coil to make the reaction. And now we're looking for this to multi-block. All right, so I think I put too many. We basically just need to cover up the glass edges. I think I was putting too many things on. We'll see if this multi-blocks. If it doesn't, it did multi-block. So the structural glass does work. So we got our multi-block. We didn't need more SBTDF blocks. All right, so we want to import and an output, right? Let's put the input on the back side here. This will be the back side. So we'll pop that out, pop that guy in, and this will be the input, which is green, I believe, right? This is input. And then on this side, we'll put the output. And I think we can shift right click to do output on that guy. So that's going to be output. So now we need to pump in our polonium into that. All right, let's see if we can make some of this by pumping in our waste. We have all the blocks we need, so we can shut down our pellet stuff. our pellet production, we can come into this guy. This guy can be turned off. You can just back up, and you can be turned off, and you can back up. All right, so let's grab our nuclear waste, which is this guy, and we'll grab some solar deals. Let's do like 4 of these guys. Okay, we got our 4 solid deals now, right? Solid solar deals, not solid. All right, so all of this is shut down. These should not be doing anything. We should be backing up on our palladium. It's just backing up into the deal. So if we set down our solar guys here, what we'll do is we'll just do 4 in a row. And then we'll put power to them from underneath. Throw a point on here. These should now be powered. And we can slop down back this guy. We have our entangled thing, right? Let's put pressurized tubes along the back. With our entangled block at the end. We're going to have to go a block away because this does have to come out of the top, remember? So if we do pressurized tube over and down and set this to output. Nuclear waste is being... Okay, we're generating things. So we can run this pipe straight over into our input. Right? This is input. Output, input. Before this gets nuclearized, I want to do this. Okay, we're running. Okay, yes, something is happening. It's doing a thing. We need to... What is this output? Antimatter? So we need to... It's a solid, right? This is a... We need to export this into a chemical crystallizer. So let's grab a chemical crystallizer. Which we do not have a recipe set up for. Let's do a chemical crystallizer. There's our chemical crystallizer complete. All right, so we're just about done here. We're just kind of linking up all of our deals. We haven't linked all of them up to the power yet, but we're getting there. We've got all the... Well, not all. We have 2 more to hook up. We have the bottom one is hooked up to power. So, but I haven't checked to see if it's doing anything better. That's same. That's high enough, right? We kind of wiggle this guy over here. It took about 3 stacks, I'd say, to get us to here. And completely wire this guy up. Maybe more like 2.5, because we got a little over 2.5 actually, because we got pipe left here. There we go. So now that we have this all plugged up, it's raining again. I need to go sleep. We're getting, with all that, how are we only, holy cow, 0.002 millibuckets a tick. And that's with every single thing our generator is producing. I think we're going to need a bigger generator. We're going to put a generator over here on top of this, and we'll just run it straight from that, because we're probably sucking all of our energy out of our system. So I'm going to go off camera. We're going to make a bigger generator. It's going to be a pain in the butt, but we're going to do it. I'll be right back. All right, it's a new day again. We kind of ran out of time for the last one. So we're going to finish this up here, though. We did get a generator made. Reactor deal is what I said. And it is a little bit large. We'll go over that here in a minute. Let's grab this guy. And we need some speed and stuff upgrades. Speed. We need crafting and a crafting card. All right, so we're going to need to... This one's going to take significantly more fuel as we come back. It's large. It's a 17 by 17 by 17 deal. And we are not getting fuel in. Is that because it's just takes so much? And it's burning so much? No. This is hooked up to the network, right? Okay, so I don't know what the deal is, but I tried running. I checked the line like 4 times. I connected it into 5 different spots into our system. What? That's weird. That's building weird there. And it's just not going. It's just not going at all. So what we're gonna do is I placed one down in our basement, an ender chest with the green color on it, with the exporter, with the crafting card and all the speed upgrade deals on it. And we're just gonna do it this way. We're friggin' gonna run it over here, and we're gonna pull on this, which is going to fill our fuel. Our fuel should be going up now. There we go. I might wait for it to fill up a little bit before we kick it on. I also thought maybe we're losing power somewhere into our refined storage system. So I blocked this off. I need to get some more of these pipes because I don't have any more in our pocket. And I threw them back into our deal, which is these guys, universal cables. So we got those back. This is still producing. We're stocked up on everything. So I think once we give this more power, we should. I want to see what the power output is going to be, which we are going to run our power from this hole right here. Which means we can separate, actually, this guy, because we don't need the power from here anymore. We wasted a lot of cable for no reason. And we can run this over to our hole. And it's been raining. I don't know why it's been raining so much here. So we got our power tap on. I kind of actually don't want to connect into this. I just want to see how fast it fills up. I'd like to wait till we're like at 25% fuel maybe before we kick it on. We can probably help this by crafting more uranium. So while we're waiting for that, we can also hook up this guy. We'll do a logistical transporter into our output, and we're just going to grab a trash can. And we will just chuck our stuff in the item trash can because we don't really need it. I don't know if this has to be on a pole, but we'll put it on a pole. Should be good there. Are we up to 25% yet? At 20. All right, we're at 29% now. Let's turn on the reactor. How fast is the... Are we still building up fuel? Yes, we're still building up fuel. We're making 3.9... Like, it's still climbing. Like 5 million a tick. So if we plug this in here and set a pull on it. There we go. If we connect this here, we should start firing up. Let's see what we got up to now. 0.08 with 3 million FE a tick. That's all we can do. We can't do anything other than this. That's all we can do. I mean, we made a giant freaking reactor. I mean, we could get the turbines and turbines and stuff. I'm not going to do that. We're still building up fuel. We're going to let it run. And we're just going to have to wait. It's just going to be an AFK deal. All right, so I don't really remember where we left off, but we're going to pick up where I think we were. We have our, what's it called? Antimatter. We have a lot of antimatter. 1.6 thousand antimatter we have now. And that is because my computer's been on and running over a weekend. Just running, you know, just running. Just going. So what we're setting up here, we are going to set up our chemical injecting chamber, which is technically a ultimate injecting factory because we did the upgraded one because we want it to be super fast. So what we're going to import into here is salt. So we need salt. Nope. I think my mouse is dying. It like double clicked. So we should be getting salt into here. Do we not have salt? We have salt. Type exact on. It's connected into the system. Oh, because I didn't set up sides. That's why. We want back. We want energy here. Back, we want extra. There we go. Now we're getting salt in, which gets hydrogen chloride. We can grab some speed and stack upgrades that'll help us speed this up a little bit. And this is going to make it so we can make these guys right here, which we need to make the pattern for the antimatter. So we'll plop a stack upgrade, 3 speed upgrades, and we should be flying now. Cooking all that stuff up. All the hydrogen chloride. Let's do auto sort on. We also want to make the front the output. The input is a top. So let's take a crafter, right? Slap that down on there. And grab our wrench. And we can adjust it. Oh, we had it. There we go. And throw a cable on here. And we are connected and good to go. I don't think we need this cable here. What did we put there? We put an exporter there. Why did we put it? We didn't want an exporter. We wanted a cable. But I don't think we need this cable here. It's kind of redundant, I would say. Oh, we do need something connected though, because yeah. There we go. Now we got power and everything going to it. So it's, which recipes do we want? We want the tier 1s, the tier 2s, the tier 3s, and the tier 4s, which tier 4s are going to be fun because we're going to need another machine because we need this in the combiner actually. So we need 1 through 3 in here. So we can do 1 through 3 pattern. That's 4. So this should be 1 through 3. 1, 2, 3. Those can go over there. Is there an ultimate combining factory? There is. So let's find that. We need speed and energy upgrades too. All right, so let's get this ultimate combining factory. Ultimate combining factory. We'll make a recipe up for this guy real quick. All right, ultimate combining factory. We can now craft it. Should take a couple minutes probably to craft up in here. All right, combiner is made. Let's hop back down into our place here. And we're going to slap this guy on. Get our upgrades in here so we have those ready and it's super fast and amazing. We don't need... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. We don't need a third thing in this, so we could just be able to do that. Output in the middle, energy underneath. We don't need a third. And that's one thing we didn't get over here is energy. Ultimate universal cable. We'll use these guys. There we go. These should be getting energy now. We are full and full. So in this one, we can slap this guy, recipe for that. This one is, okay, we're going to need, for these guys, we're going to need some, what's it called? It's induction smelters. We're going to need, I just want 1 induction smelter, I think. I'm pretty sure we have a recipe saved up for an induction smelter, right? So we should have everything, essentially, I think we need here. We can pop our induction smelter down. Let's grab some cables to power it. That's the wrong kind of cable. I didn't mean to do that one. There we go. Are you getting power? You are. So we can do an input on the back of this. Right? And we'll just connect it with a cable. So that's done. We can do some speed and stacks. Everything's been speed upgraded. So in the combiner, we have the recipe there, recipe there. We should need another crafter on this guy. Adjust it the right direction, and then we can put our recipe for all of these guys in there. Then we should be good there. Add our component into there, the augment, which is going to give us a lot more power in there. Now I believe we are set up to craft all this stuff. So let's start with the antimatter circuit. So antimatter circuit tier 1. Let's craft one of these guys. We should see it coming into here. Right? Did it already come into here? There it is. And we should be good. That's first quest. Let's grab an antimatter circuit tier 2. It takes a lot of salt for these. We do have salt being produced. And I kind of up the storage on it so we could store more, but I'm hoping we don't go through too much. Well, we've gone through like 2,000. We might be scraping by on the salt. We'll see what we have to do. So there's our antimatter tier 2. Let's grab a tier 3. And there's our tier 3. And then a tier 4. This one might be quicker. I don't know. Oh, no, you need 3, though. It's going to take a little bit to get to this one. All right, so we ran into a little bit of an issue on this guy. We do need an input on the back, an export bus for antimatter, because we need to change this recipe also. Because we have it set up as it just putting them in, and it can't take them that way. So we need to put the antimatter in here, this slot. So we need the back on here to be set up as extra. And then we can do an export on antimatter pellets. That should be going in. So we can go modify our recipe now. Up here, if we just slap this guy in here, and we can delete this. There we go. Delete that, and we should be good to go slap it back down in there. Might need to restart the recipe. So now we should be able to do a tier 4. And it should be done. That one's quick, because we already had all the other stuff done. So there's our antimatter cores. And I figured out we need, if we look at this, we need 6 per each one. We need 4 of these antimatter cores. So 6 times 4 is 24. So we need 24 of the antimatter circuits. So we can run that right now. We can go... So we need 23 more. And get that started. And it's just gonna... We can speed up these machines, too. Just to, you know, get all of this stuff. So everything's going fast now. We need to start crafting those. So now, but now we can start working on our antimatter cell tier 1. We can make one of these. Those are going to take a bit too, because they need integral components. Integral components. So that should be our tier 1. Grab a tier 2. There's our tier 2. Grab a tier 3. We're still working on this guy, because we have to make all the components, and that's what's slowing this guy up. But once we get through all these, I'm just going to freaking queue up everything to craft, and I'm just going to let it AFK, and I'm going to get some stuff done around the house, and then we'll go from there. So there's our tier 3. So tier 4 cells, we need 32 of these guys. So I'm just going to queue it up, and we'll just... We're missing that much tin? How are we missing that much tin? Do I not have a tin recipe? I must not have a tin recipe queued in here. All right, so let's check this out now. I think our recipe for tin ingots was incorrect. Yeah, there we go. Now I fixed it. I had a different type of raw tin. I think it was like the type you mine. You get raw tin. I had that in as it, so I couldn't find enough. But now we have all the tin in here. We're good. We need to craft friggin' million of these. So we're gonna start the. Actually, I don't want to do. I want to start one. I'll start one with you guys, and then we'll start the extra after. It shouldn't take too long for the one, I wouldn't think. All right, so we got one tier 4 done. I had to change up our things here. I had to make one for each because they kept getting clustered and putting items in that were for the next recipe. So we had to spread them out and give them their own each little deal to get to that. Okay, so now we can start up our, put this back in here, actually take it out, because we need 32 of these guys, right? So 31, because we have one. And we needed 24, so 23 of these. So I'm just going to sit here and let this AFK and let this run and see how things come out. Hopefully everything makes it all right and gets through. I'll probably hit my... time in a bottle a few times to help speed stuff up. So I'll be back with you once everything's crafted up. All right, so it's just about to finish up here. We got 3 left, it looks like, in the tier 1s, which then just has to go down and craft down the line, but we can speed that up. You can only speed these machines up to 16 without running out of power. You go up to 32, you lose your power. We have plenty enough power down here. We have 29 million in there. Let's speed it up down the row to get all of them going. Well, yeah, once you get into 32, if they have a bunch to do, they'll lose the power. But if you don't have a ton to do, that's it. So if we look in here, we have 27? That's not what we needed to do. Oh, it's still going down the line. I'm like, we needed more than that. It's still going here. Like, watch. If we go up to... we're up to 64. We're definitely going to lose power. Maybe we can get him done before? Oh, we just got him done before. Yeah, they don't take in power fast enough. I'm sure maybe there's an augment that makes that work better. I don't know. But when you're running a ton, there was like freaking hundreds of those tier 1s we needed to do. So if we look in here now, our crafting is done. We can go back into our deal. 24 and 32. We should be able to hopefully go into this and make 4. And that will be the end of the pack if we can do so. That should come into this guy. Let's speed it up to 16 like we can. We'll go 32. We'll go 32. See if we can squeeze it out before we get done quick. Oh, look at that. We are so fast and amazing. 4 antimatter deals. What do we get from all this? Let's collect up our deals here. Close. We have the antimatter. Now we just need chapter completion done, right? Submit that guy. Submit this guy. Submit this guy. Submit this guy. And we are complete. Let's collect those. What do we get for completing the whole pack? Add EMC endgame. Ooh. What does that mean? Is there a new EMC deal? Is there like a quest thing for EMC now? Or is it just allows you to use it? I mean, we're done with the quest pack. We're done with the pack. So what would we want to do that for? So if we look in here and do at Project E. Yeah, so now we can do the Project E stuff, which it's cool because it has the project expansion too. I really like that, but I don't see the need of doing this because the pack is done, right? Unless there's a new quest line for it. I haven't, like I said, my game's been running for like 5 days straight to get all that friggin' stuff built up. So let me look through and maybe we'll do a restart and see if there's an update that adds maybe a quest line for EMC for Project E. Let me take a look. I'll be right back. So it looks like that's going to be it. There's nothing else for Project E. They just added it back in so you could use it. It did say in the change log that there may be end-game stuff for Project E coming on a later date. Right now we're in release version 1.0. It's no longer beta. So we got that going. It was a pretty fun pack. I kind of disappointed in our Centennial trophy that we already had one of those. And then we got from looting chests in the dungeons and stuff from Dimensional Dungeons. But I had a lot of fun. It got really grindy at the end. It seemed like the grind level was like manageable as long as you took like the steps to make everything easier. But yeah, it was a good pack. I had a lot of fun with it. If you stuck around to this point in the video, I truly appreciate you. If you got something to say down below. I messed up the order again. If you're new here, consider subscribing. If you like the video, hit the like button. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.